Good morning and welcome to today's lecture. Today we shall be talking about hyperplane separating classification, and we shall see an example of the same. The hyperplane separating classification can be achieved using a maximal margin classifier. A maximal margin classifier will generate a hyperplane which will separate generally the data points into given classes. But one limitation of an MMC or a maximal margin classifier is that it cannot be applied to majority of data sets, since the classes have to be separated by a linear boundary for them to be classified or to be separated by a maximal margin classifier. Now, in real life scenarios, in real life problems, the data sets or the problem at hand may not be linearly separable into different classes. For such a case, we have generated or developed the support vector classifiers, which were introduced as an extension to the maximal margin classifier and can be applied in a broader range of cases. So support vector classifier or a support vector machine is a generalization of MMC or a maximal margin classifier. Now let us look at what a support vector machine actually is. A support vector machine or SVMs are among one of the most popular and talked about machine learning algorithms. The objective of SVM is to find a hyperplane in an n-dimensional space, or to find a hyperplane with n features that distinctly classify a data point. Support vector machines, as I already told you, is a generalization of a maximal margin classifier. This classifier is simple, but it cannot be applied to the majority of data sets, since the classes must be separated by linear boundaries. Now, what is the ideology of SVM then, which have been introduced to overcome the problem of non-linearity in case of MMC or maximal margin classifiers? Support vector machines basically are supervised learning algorithms which can be used for classification and regression problems. One limitation of SVM is that they have to be used for smaller data sets, as they take too long to process the data. Basically, SVMs are based on the idea of finding a hyperplane that best separate the features into different domains. Now, let us learn first of all, what is a hyperplane? In an n-dimensional space, a hyperplane is a flat subspace of dimensions n minus 1. Now, if we have p-dimensional space, a hyperplane will be a flat subspace with a dimension of p minus 1. For example, in a two-dimensional space, a hyperplane is a straight line. In a three-dimensional space, a hyperplane is a two-dimensional plane. In more than 3 dimensions and more than, say, for example, 4 dimension, a hyperplane is nothing but a plane separating these classes into the categories of n minus 1, that is 4 minus 1 or 3 minus 1 classes. So basically, hyperplane is a decision boundary that helps classify the data points into different classes. Now, this is the equation of hyperplane in a two-dimensional space. Beta naught plus beta 1 x1 plus beta 2 x2 is equal to 0, where beta naught is the intercept, beta 1 is the defining or the first axis, and beta 2 is the secondary or the second axis. Therefore, if we have a point x that satisfies the above equation, then it means the point lies on the hyperplane. Now, this hyperplane equation of 2 dimension can be extended to p-dimensional settings and can look something like this. Beta naught plus beta 1 x1 plus beta 2 x2 plus beta n xn or beta p xp is equal to 0. Now here, consider a case of classifying your mails into two categories, that is relevant mails and spam mails, which you would want to trash or ignore. Now, to separate two classes of data points or to separate two such mails, there are many possible hyperplanes that could have been chosen, represented by these green lines. There are so many hyperplanes which could separate these two categories of data points or mails into two classes. The objective, however, in SVM is what we are seeing in the second graph, that is to maximize the margin between the two classes. To select the hyperplane or to select such a line from these hyperplanes such that the margin from both the classes of the data points of both the classes, the margin or the distance to this hyperplane or this line is maximum. We also call this hyperplane or this line as the optimal hyperplane. And to how to generate or how to find this optimal hyperplane is one of the goals of SVM. Let us dwell a little on what are support vectors and why is this technique called as support vector machines. So what are support vectors? Support vectors are basically these data points that lie on the hyperplane or else are the closest to the hyperplane. It is these support vectors, it is these points which are either on the hyperplane or very close to the hyperplane which influence the position and orientation of the hyperplane. Using these support vectors, basically we maximize the margin of the classifier, and deleting these support vectors or adding more support vectors will alter the orientation or the position of the hyperplane. Support vectors, therefore, are basically the data points that help us build the support vector machines. Now, the objective while developing or while attaining an optimal plane or optimal separating hyperplane is that the support vectors should be equidistant. All the